Thinking back a bit into a time when I was little, I didn't know the difference between a rap, rhyme, or riddle. Cold blind to the train till it happened one summer. Beats were being born and to find another one to listen. My text and grammar graduated from what's happening. Now fresh is the word, beats is dope, a lot of hands clapping and tagging my name, burning graffiti at my pen spill. I brought the heat like Tahiti, buzzing the windmills, cutting and scratching vinyl hip hop. I did it all. See, just as Romancer, D Tower Heat, and Jamal Ski. So this goes on. Too many to mention in retro. Flames is petrol. Set off when I let the pen flow. Instrumental with dope production as my main source. The title they empower me with what the name Force One. G-Rock internationally known, son. 365, I get it done up by my lonesome.
Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail.
I'm just a starving artist who watches his pen bleed. Came up as a kid, quoting your father's 10 speed. Not a lot of women denying big entry. I'll be kicking raps at the turn of the century. Raw elegance, incorporating no elements. My brain works like artificial intelligence. Donate my body to science, study the skeleton. Crucial conflicts like the pit and the pendulum. There's no defending them, only cats who spit fire. My music never fades and my raps never expire. Respect the legends in the path, yo, I have to admire. Check the back of the fire, only the facts are required. Speak on behalf of myself as my status gets higher. A lot of rappers mad cause they go flat like a tire. Try to understand and dissect the lesson. Cold name, place, best to respect the weapon.
Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Rock well.
I grew up in the 305, listening to the Power Mix. Style 96, DJ Laz with the power is the city was too live. Poison Clan told you how it is. Gotta appreciate what it was to truly love how now it is. Yo, on TV taught me the world is bigger than my street. Can't forget the first time I heard Rakim bringing the heat, a life-changing moment. The way that his voice carried the beat, since then, been getting it in. Hip-hop's in me deep. Every nucleus of every cell vibrates with a bass line. To master a craft is gonna take time. Age and wisdom, I'm still driven in my late prime. Like lifting weights and sparring when I say rhymes. A workout for the mind. Putting these words together better than ever. It's my pleasure with every letter beyond measure. Whether or not I'm getting the cheddar, I'm happy to be a part of the hip-hop culture I treasure.
Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Rock well.
Memories of the mad, pen in my pad lab, and inventive the madness, spit venomous chapters, phrases. Saturday night and master aces, better yet, De La Soul, you know greatness. Apex, golden era, tape deck, sound warehouse in the prime. Can you relate? Yes, rewind and remember the time like MJ when Playhouse Party was lit in them days of the golden. Rest in peace, Joey. I'm holding your legacy close to heart. Whenever closing a track out, what it is, I go the rap route. That's how it's been on my beats. You wanna act out cool? Yo, I won't get upset. I put the heat to the sweet, take a pull, then I jet back to the lab. With Pro Tools, I add forever build. If you have to ask, it's for the
Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Damn like a check with correct technique. I excel. Then prevail. Rock well.
I don't have the energy for you today.
Never thought.
That'll never not get old.
I need to find one that applies to you.
Hmm?
I need to find one that applies to you.
You can, when you find it, please. I will definitely put it up there. We'll play mine, then we'll play yours.
Mm.
You okay? You okay? Welcome, everyone. It is us, E.G.O. and Shira. We are back for episode 18 of Ordinary Games, guys.
I just have one question.
What?
When did you join Run DMC?
When I got my merch, guys. When I got merched up. Look at this. Look at this, Kim. No one told me nothing. She had to put up with me all week. I said, I got a store that goes live, honey. I got merch. You know what I'm saying? Put my mug on your mug, guys. Okay, I'm going to put that link in there since she tried to put me out and wound up being to my advantage. Give me a kiss, though. Been a great week, guys.
He's like that 5-year-old who doesn't take off the costume for the week.
No, I don't. Look at that. Thank you, good sir. I'm going to actually put the link in there. And I'm going to work with you, Justin Ice, Dogulus, the rest of the crew to actually see if I can get you guys your own merch too. So hopefully I'll have that as soon as I can.
You're very excitable about this.
I really am. When people say you get excited about everything, I do. There's a lot to be excited about. Honey, how has it been dealing with me these last few days now that I got the merch store up?
I mean, it's fine. You're just excited about it, which is good to see.
I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to throw the link for now. It's a company called Merch Link. Got plenty of stuff that you guys can find that's ego related. And also on top of that, the Ordinary Games store is coming soon as well.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Oh my
just
God.
Seems excessive.
No, it's the right. It's excessive, not excessive, just excessive. Okay.
Just excessive.
Excessive, yes. Okay. It doesn't have to be extra when it's enough. Okay. Anyway, got a full packed show for you all today. Again, thanks Sipiter for dropping in. I assume everyone's going to be dropping in pretty soon as well. My love, before I get to the topics that we've got on here for today, I remember that we talked about our interracial dating and marriage episode last stream, right?
Yeah, it's the last one.
And I remembered we love playing Rock Band, great video game, Xbox 360, right?
Yes. And
Shiro was like, we haven't played Rock Band in a while. Let's go ahead and play. We sat down and took the exact instruments Dave Chappelle said we would, okay? For anyone that was watched Dave Chappelle back in the day, he was trying to say what works well with certain races. And he was saying, hey, black people, drums. They love the rhythm. Electric guitar, you play that, people start waving and going along with it. All I know is that when we sat down, I immediately picked the drums and she picked up the guitar so fast. So we looked at each other, we're like, Dave Chappelle was right. Yes. And shared a good laugh at that. What also happened, though, was somebody was like, let me try to sing. And I knew when you said try to sing. So what you mean?
I didn't know all the songs.
And that's what bothered me, though.
On the PlayStation Rock Band, they had like Devil Went Down to Georgia. And
was that Rock Band or was that Guitar Hero?
Oh, there's a difference. I didn't know. I thought they were the same thing, just different systems. Yeah.
Yeah, they made like 3 whole Guitar Heroes before Rock Band came out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You told me you had Rock Band, though.
No, I mean, Rock
you
Band
tricked
because
me into buying you a gift? Is that what you did?
No, I had the whole getup. Guitar Hero also had guitars and microphone and drums.
You sure that wasn't like Band Hero?
I have no idea, honey. I just know we had a whole thing,
you
and
sent
I
me
played
on a 6-week.
I didn't do that. You did that to yourself.
You said Rock Band, and I'm like, I have to go get it.
Well, at least I said the right thing since we had Xbox. Exactly. My fingers are too small. My hand's too small. I can only do 3 buttons on the guitar.
Dude, her pinky game is weak. Like this right here don't even
It don't
work. It doesn't work at all. She's just giving her 4 fingers and call it a day. That's all you need. That's really it. That's all. But yeah, I need to get back on my guitar, sir. I need to get back on my guitar. Next time you come and visit, we'll have to do a jam session wherein I just play the chords that you give me and then you just solo off of that. Because otherwise it's gonna take more work for me. What?
You haven't touched that guitar pretty much since I've known you.
Why would you?
He just showed off one time to show me he could play a song.
And that's all it took. That's all I needed to do. So I would say when she said, let me try to sing, didn't go so well. All right. I mean, the way you played it is there's a solid bar and you got a needle. Your needle needs to stay in the bar. All right. So one of my favorite songs on Rock Band is Paramore. That's what you get. That's what I got when I gave her the microphone. I let my heart win, drowned out all my sense. The sound of its beating was saying, no, don't give her the microphone. Because the voice was, I don't know how your voice can go below and above the bar. The bar is right here.
I was trying to get in the bar.
And that's the thing is the bar was trying to say,
but I didn't know all the words.
And that was also.
And then it went too fast, and I couldn't keep up.
And that's what got me.
Also, why I don't karaoke.
That was what got me. I was like, how's she gonna? And the thing is, it messed me up. Like I'm missing the drum pattern because she's singing the words off. She was at least a half a measure or a half beat behind. So I'm like, why am I missing the? Oh, she's off beat. Okay, let me just pay attention to what I got here. So I'm looking at her judgmental as hell.
Then
like,
he tried to sing for me so I would get the word.
I was like, you know what? No. We're gonna shut this down right now. Okay.
Oh, and then when we did Give It Away Now, I didn't actually have to sing the word because there wasn't a bar.
There was no bar, so you said the words. So you technically couldn't fail as long as the word you came out. But I was like, I stopped at one point because I thought something was wrong with it. She said, and got a banana. I'm like, why do you? There's no banana in this song at all. Why do you have a banana? She's like, no. If I say the word, I don't have to say the words as long as I get the rhythm right. No, I had to shut it down. Like, go back to guitar. No, this is for you. Guitar. I'll do drums, and I actually had to sing the song after that to clear my taste palette because that wasn't gonna happen there, man. Anything that you want to add to that? I know you enjoyed it, honey. It's probably why we're going to play after this later. Provided you're on guitar and I'm on the drums. Just like Chappelle intended. All right, while we wait for everyone else that's going to be in, we'll go ahead and get to it, guys. You guys already know what time it is.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
All right, so first things first, we are going to shout out. Oh, sorry. The drums is the best part. It was. It honestly was. I didn't know. I hated trying it earlier, so I just sang. But I was like, now that I got the drums, it actually is a lot of fun. But you will work up a sweat really hard doing the drums, too.
Might get shin splints when I do that stupid
The foot
thing.
pedal messed you up, guys.
Yes, the foot pedal is for real.
So, guys, you guys know what time it is? My airing of grievances with this beautiful lady here, okay? First of all, I want to say shout out to Shiro because the drop sets that we put up for our last stream where we did little mini clips, Shiro did all the editing for that.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you... That's a side grievance, guys. Side grievance there. Side grievance. Okay, so the thing is that she had an opportunity to do all this editing so I could show her what it's like to actually do the editing. Like, she'd come back and say, what are you doing? Are you still here? Yes, this is what I'm doing. We're spending most of the time doing the editing for the finished product that you guys see, right? Edited 3 whole videos, right? She was doing fantastic. But then when it came to airing grievances, she turned to me and she's like, how do you spell grievances? I wouldn't have been mad if she wasn't an English major in undergrad.
Word processors check your spelling.
All I'm saying is this woman is an accounting manager, okay? trying to get the CPA thing taken care of. Okay, 132 IQ. Just actually learned within an hour how to edit whole ass videos. She's like, how do you spell grievances? I wanted to headbutt her on site. All the frustration I had with helping her edit the videos. No, honey, you gotta press. No, you gotta pause it. No, you gotta
you
say.
Talk to me like I was a kindergarten person. Just do the motion and I got it.
To show you so that you knew when you came in here asking me what I was doing. I'm working hard, okay,
honey,
to get the setup. What,
honey?
What?
Most software systems are very similar.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
It's
are.
because you used it at one time. Not software engineering like that, okay?
Oh, look. Hey, girl. Hey.
Dr. Dance, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to have y'all on here too.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to do a reaction video for something that I saw on Jubilee. It was about if couples were 100% honest with each other.
Well, hold on. Is that all your grievances?
Oh, it was a side thing. My bad. I'll get back to that later then. Oh, no. I have the grievance of all grievances, guys. Okay. I know that when I have to explain something to my wife, when I want something, I have to tell her the benefits of having it. First of all, then I tell her how much we don't have to spend, especially if there's a sale going on. So you can imagine my utter joy, glee, delight, anticipation when I saw an email that said, hey, how would you like a flamethrower for half off? I said I'd never thought of this. I actually would like a flamethrower for half off. So I actually go ahead and Christopher Miller, thanks for joining us as well. So I actually
nobody needs a flamethrower.
Okay, for those that are just joining us, we are having a discussion I'm airing my grievances. All right, my grievance is that the Rock Band thing. All right, we'll just jump back a little bit further. The Rock Band thing. The wife and I play Rock Band, and the thing was that we both took the instruments Dave Chappelle said we would from the Chappelle Show. I definitely got on the drums, and she couldn't wait to get on the electric guitar.
And I was the best singer ever.
No, she missed like the whole. The needle was trying to tell her you should bring it up. You should take it back down.
I have a very high voice, honey.
I know, and that's what surprised me is that it was too high for Haley Williams. That's what you get. I was like, how do you out of the range that they told you? You bring it down a register. Didn't come down at all. It was I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oh yeah, dude. We gotta have you guys. Yes, that
would be really awesome.
It's about the flamethrower, honey.
What? No, that is not about the flamethrower. That is about actually being.
That is bro. It was half off, right? Okay, and so I was excited about this. I said,
yeah, but half. Tell them how much half is.
$350.
That is expensive for a flamethrower.
What's expensive was it was $700. They're saying now.
You know why it's that high?
Why?
Because it's in low demand.
I know. Why can't I take advantage of that? If there's a zombie apocalypse, you know what we're gonna say? Guess we can't use that flamethrower. I guess we're left with old ammo.
Yeah, but how much did what's his name say the flamethrower lasts for?
That's when you actually light it up and use it. You got 2 minutes of like flame.
2 minutes. That's it.
That's all you need. If you see someone crank up a flamethrower and you see a flame, who's gonna stand there for 2 minutes trying to let it run out?
I mean, all I gotta do is back up and run in a circle, right?
Wait, $1,200, dude. They said $350. I was like, I know
the fact that all of you know how much this flamethrower costs on the regular is silly.
Right, yeah. If someone breaks into your house, you pull a 9 or a flamethrower.
A 9 because a flamethrower could burn down my house.
I'm saying if they're outside the house, you need to clear a path.
What?
I'm just saying things that might happen, okay? Saying things that might happen. You know, we're actually gonna create a poll for this, okay? So I believe I'm justified.
Okay.
All right. It's like, poll says, should E.G.O. be allowed to have a flamethrower? Yes. And no, E.G.O. is tripping. Okay, so I'm gonna throw it up there. It is now live, guys. You guys know what to do. I'm not even gonna vote for it. You know why? Because the truth will win out.
Will it now? Will it now?
Ain't nobody trying. Exactly. I'm not sure what size tank it had. All I know is that they said it ran on diesel and it was about maybe a quarter gallon, I think.
So you had to go to the gas station to fill up this flamethrower.
Think with me long term here.
Isn't it attached to your gun? Isn't that what you wanted?
That's not even the best part, guys. You can attach it to your gun. So if you ran out of ammo, you don't have to reload. All you gotta yell out is flamethrowing time or flame on, and it goes to 30 feet. You can actually kill weeds on your lawn with this. They actually showed a guy that bought it. He was like, "Hey, I actually use this as to kill the weeds on my lawn." We're like, "Sure, guy, but hey, you know what? If that's what you tell your wife to get it, I would say that too."
So we live across the street from a school. We cannot have you outside in the yard with a flamethrower.
I mean, I don't know. It's only I can prevent forest fires. Nothing likes being on fire. Exactly. That's all I'm saying, guys. And then she was like, "Why do you feel like you need one?" And I said, "Hey, it's just like jewelry that you got for half off. I want it, and now I have it. It makes me feel loved. Okay, why can't I have these things?" Yeah, yes, I heard that. It is practical. And who we got? Christopher Miller says, "I have 2 tanks of propane, straight blue fire." Bro, can you imagine? As you said, straight blue flyer. Oh my god! What? Why are you taking this away from me, honey?
You don't need a flamethrower.
This is. I think you're. This is so.
Like there's at no point would you actually be able to use it.
Why is everyone against you right now? The poll says it's 60% that I should not have it. I don't feel safe right now, guys. I don't feel safe at all. Okay. This is not going the way I wanted, actually.
All right, so let's talk about my grievance because I'm tired.
Okay, first of all, guys, Shiro is saying she wants to chase her dream and take her CPA exam. I told her, "Why do you want to chase the dream? It's running away from you." Okay, look at the dreams you already have. They ain't going nowhere. They're right here. Why you got to chase the dream? It's still running.
Because you won't let me have a degree in mystical sciences. Jeez. I could be a doctor. But okay, no.
Well, get your funky CPA, okay? You will not come walk around in a wizarding cape with a degree.
Now that I've found that wizard school where our friends got married, but anyways, that's not my grievance.
There actually is one of those in Austin, guys. Weird. Go ahead.
My grievance is that you, knowing you have allergies and everything, refuse to take Claritin on a regular basis.
Go on.
Then you get so congested that you sound like a completely different person and you're hacking and sneezing. I live with that on a normal basis from you. But then yesterday, all I wanted to do was take a nap.
Bro, it could have been a firebender. Oh, a kid yelled up for the Fire Nation. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All I wanted to do was take a nap. And it takes me a lot to fall asleep. And I finally fall asleep. And here he comes. I'm going to take a shower. He gets in the shower and he's hacking and sneezing. And that is all I hear instead of a peaceful nap. So I get out of the bed and go into the spare bedroom. And I'll just lay down here. Not even 2 minutes later, he's out here yelling and laughing and talking to somebody. Can't get no sleep around here.
First of all, I don't need Claritin if the weather is consistent. Needs Claritin. It's been 108 degrees every day for the last 2 weeks, okay? I haven't taken Claritin in 4 weeks, maybe. All right, so I don't need it, but it's going to rain Tuesday. So whenever that happens, the weather changes, that's when my allergies get bad, okay? Now, I was taking one, and, dude, I'm allergic to, freshly cut grass or dirt.
He should have been in a bubble when he was a kid. I think you were allergic to, milk and eggs and...
Yeah, I was allergic to, maybe milk and, definitely eggs. And fresh cut grass and at one point dirt. It's weird.
Just any dirt?
I don't know what kind of dirt it was, but a year of football knocked it out.
Oh,
Right.
just exposing you to it. So
Yeah.
did your parents keep you in a little bubble maybe, and that's why you were
I was
allergic to?
homeschooled, so technically it was a bubble.
Oh,
So,
you
like-
didn't get exposed to like all the kids and their germs.
Why not? I mean, I rarely got sick, and I rarely get sick now. So
True.
you know, but I think that's what it was. She reacts or an allergic reaction to the
Look at
flamethrower.
Christopher's comment.
If he had a flamethrower, he would be allergic.
And look, Miss
Exactly.
Cannoli has the best advice for you, or Miss Sassy.
Feel the difference if I don't. It's called maintenance. I guess it's just.
And
I
I'm
have to
sorry,
say-
I forgot you changed your name on the tube here. I said Miss Cannoli.
Oh, Miss Sassy. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Double S. But yeah. So I didn't take it. So the thing is, it starts out very slow. First, I get congested, right? But so I take it. I'm like, okay. The
But we
congestion
all
should
know
go.
it's coming. Like, we just know it's about to happen. And you refuse to do anything about it in that moment.
Okay, all I'm saying is, you know what? I should take one after because I didn't take one today either. I have not been able to annoy her all week because she's been studying and coaching volleyball. So it's great to be back on that regularly scheduled program. But yes, I will. I will say when we did the carnivore diet, I didn't have any issues with my allergies either.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, but you said you didn't actually enjoy the carnivore diet.
I didn't because
and I did.
I know you did, but it's like you have to cook every day for it. And the thing is, when I have my 2.5 hour drive on the road, I can't really eat anything. And if I do, I have to eat something that's from like the corner store and that's high in salt. That's what salt in my mouth's dried out. So I got to drink water, but I can't do that on a 2 hour drive because I'm going to the bathroom. So that was mainly why. Yes, there were lots of reasons that were going on with that. Take it with you. I probably should take it with my breakfast. I
with
guess
your
so.
blood pressure medication.
Well, that was the other thing. So if I can't take Claritin D every day because it has I forget what's in it, but it raises your blood pressure.
Oh,
So I have to
so
take-
it's kind of.
We'll have to take the other ones though. I can't take the decongestant. It's the other
Okay.
one. I gotta try to take the other one at that point. So look at this. This is an adult conversation. Now we're talking about our allergy medication intake. Look at this.
An ordinary game.
That is an ordinary game, right?
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
so guys, I actually am going to start something. I'm not sure how often I'll be able to do this because we'll have to see how it goes because I probably have a lot of things that I didn't remember until Shiro would bring them up. But I'm going to introduce something to you guys that you will like. I will show you the new intro for it. And then I'll actually go ahead and show you what's going on. Check it out. Welcome everyone to another episode of Storytime with Left Eye Ego. Be sure to join in and laugh at his trauma. Let us begin. Okay, guys.
Too
So,
much time on your hands.
Hmm?
You have too much time on your hands.
it's been great. Oh, dude, I got a lot of stuff. Like the high blood pressure is more like a family thing. So that's one thing I inherited. So the rest of it is mainly just like the eyes and the ears. So try to keep what I have working. So she makes sure I can't have too much salt in my diet. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what happened. Shiro and I were watching, I think it was Broad City. And in the episode, someone was late for something and someone was freaking out. And I think Shiro was saying, like, why is this person freaking out? Fit the head. Oh, no, dude. It barely fits. We had to take the door down. This side of the wall, not even there no more. I'm sorry, this side. The side that's over here, it's not even there no more because I had to get my head in that way. Bro, thank you. See,
Y'all's bromance is out of control.
bro, you come to visit, we'll try to go to that place to get us a flamethrower. We'll split it. Anyway, so Shiro was like, why is this girl freaking out because she's late? I said, hey, people have their reasons. She's like, why are you so worried about people being late to things that you have? Like, why are you earlier on time? And why do you hate waiting for people when they're late? I'd forgotten that I told you guys that I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies, but I lied. I actually was allowed to watch a Christian kind of horror movie. It's a disaster movie, actually, right? I'm not sure if you guys that have been, I'll have to ask Johnny Douglas this because I know he was homeschooled, but I'm not sure if any of y'all are ever familiar with the series called Left Behind, okay, Left Behind is about is based on Revelations, right, in the Bible. Basically, it's about Jesus taking up all the Christians at one point. They just gone, right? And if you weren't a Christian or your life wasn't right with the Lord, you got left behind, right? And so they would say, like, hey, after this, things get really bad. Like, Antichrist comes down. He's like, hey, it's a wrap for being a Christian, like chopping off heads. There's a thing about like a person with a person's body, but like a grasshopper lower half spraying people and they just get paralyzed for 6 to 8 months. And then, Jesus comes back and then throws everybody else in the lake of fire that wasn't a Christian, right? I watched that when I was 6.
Oh my God. Okay, honey.
So, it was a better book than a movie. Yeah, fair. So whatchamacallit? Thank you, Christopher. I really appreciate it. I'm looking at it. I don't look good for me at all.
No, multiple times.
We're at least at 50-50. I'll take it. So anyway, no, we watched this movie when I was 6. And, we watched the version from the 70s when they didn't know. So, like, you have to get the mark of the beast. And people were getting 666 stamped on their foreheads, arms, the whole bit, right? And they had this terrible song at the end. It was like, God, Jesus is left and you've been left behind. That old-timey 70s Carpenters kind of theme song. It was awful, right? And so that was movie night in the E.G.O. household. And, at the age of 6, you're like, okay, saw a lot of people that didn't get there. So I'm like, maybe I can like, forget about this. The next day, we're in children's church. Hey, children, obey your parents, for this is right in the Lord. What was the other one? Oh God, it was the Abraham song. I am one of them, and let's praise. I'm in the Lord's army. Fun stuff, right? Yeah. So then he sits us down. The next day, he's like, "Hey, look, imagine you went out to go play, and then you came back, and your mom was gone. She was making you a chocolate cake, and this chocolate cake that's just dripping off the bowl, but no one else is there. You've been left behind." I'm like, wait, you can, as a kid, what? As a kid, you can be left behind? What? I thought,
be a badass little kid,
right? So I'm like, okay, maybe I can shake this off too, right? 2 weeks later, remember how I tell you about Hell Night? Remember I tell you about that one?
Yes, honey.
Okay, what I didn't tell you is that the precursor to Hell Night was something called Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames. Okay. In this, it's a dramatization of what happens when you die and where you go when you die. Okay. As in, in the middle of a church is a stage, right? All the angels are at the top. There's a lady with a book in her hand, right? Mm-hmm. And so they would show a scenario where people would die. Like they would do one where guys were on a construction site and they were like, "Hey, Frank, I think you should know the Lord Jesus Christ is your savior." "You know what, Bob? I do." They pray, and then like the thing that they're literally sitting on a steel beam apparently, and it breaks and falls. Both of them die, right?
It's not practical, but okay.
It wasn't practical, right? And so, they're like, "Hey, where are we? We're at Heaven's Gates." And they look at the angel, "Did I make it?" And she'll say, "Yes." And she does this, right? And so they get ushered into heaven, okay? Now, on the contrary, the situation where people go to hell was terrible, right? 2 girls, 2 teenagers, like Christy and Allie, like, "Oh my God, we're gonna score drugs. It's gonna be a great experience." "I don't know, Christy. We shouldn't be doing this." "Allie, stop being a square. We have to do this. It's gonna be such a fun experience. It's only our 3rd day in college. We need to score some drugs." Okay. Out walks this guy in a leather jacket, right?
Oh my God.
"Hey,
this is so
can you guys a trip to score some drugs?" "Yeah." "Can we get some?" "Sure. I got you right here. I'll hook you up." They'll be like, "Okay, well, what's your name?" Now, listen, this is the 90s, 94, 95. You could have said you was Kurt Cobain if you want to do that. Could have said you was Kiss. Could have said you was,
why would the drug dealer be a band? No.
I'm just saying you could say names because you don't really use your real name. I'm saying it was 90s, so anything that Christians thought were evil could have used that name. Uh-huh. You could have said, "I'm Metallica. My name's Kiss."
Okay, what are you getting at here?
This man says, "Oh, me? I'm the Jive Turkey." He was a white dude calling himself the Jive Turkey in 1993. Okay. I couldn't have it. So these girls take drugs and instantly they OD, which is terrible. It's bad business as a drug dealer. Okay, that's something you don't want on your resume. I was at a college party. I gave 2 girls at a college party some drugs, and they ain't make it. Okay, that guy, Jerv Tucker's out of business. Okay, first of all. So when they die, they wake up, right? And so they're like, "Where are we?" Like, "Oh my God, Alice, my parents told me about this in children's church. I should never have done this." And so it's like watching like the. You ever see someone that back when we had to use everything with pen and paper, that one lady in administration, she would tell you, you would ask her for like if you had an appointment, and you would check, and she would just be like, "I just don't see it here." So they're asking the angel at the front, like, "Hey, here's our name in Lamb's Book of Life. Meaning we can go to heaven." Okay. And she's just like, and does this, and the theater or the church goes completely red, goes dark, and then red lights up. Dudes that are demons running and then grab the chicks and pull them down to hell. All right, and then the devil comes out and then says something funny or witty and then goes back. All right, you do this for 6 sessions. Okay, they give you 6 scenarios in which people go to heaven or hell. Right, and so at the end of it, they're like, "Hey, if you don't want to die, if you die tonight, do you know where you'd go? If you don't know, and you want to make sure you go to heaven, would you slip up your hand? Here goes 7-year-old me. I ain't going there. I can't do it. No, I want to be the jive turkey. I can't do it." And
such a rule follower.
You said what?
Such a rule follower.
So it gets worse. All right. For the next 3 years, whenever my parents would drop us off places, right? They'll pick us up at 7. It's 7:15. Now, when you call and you have to leave message back on the home message, my ass will be crying. Just, "Did you guys get raptured? I just need to know because Billy, I know he's not a Christian. I just want to know if I can leave with Billy when the tribulation starts. Please let me know if you're gonna make it." They got so mad, like, "What? Stop calling and asking us that." I said, "Well, I mean, you traumatized me at 6, and now it's being a problem. So if anyone ever wanted to know why I have issues with people being late stuff, it's because it thinks that the Lord took you." Okay, that's
that you didn't get taken, so you're not a Christian and you're going to hell.
Yes, I don't want to have to be here. What's next?
So really, it was more about you being left behind.
Yeah, I know I'm a better person than you are. Why did he let you in? Was Christianity free 99 that day? How did you get in and I didn't get in?
Oh
That's
my
all
gosh.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And now that is story time with E.G.O. And feel free, guys, to monetize and laugh at my trauma. It's probably got a lot. Thank you for unlocking that repressed memory.
I didn't unlock it. When she said it, I was like, "Oh, is that how you felt?"
No, that is not at all how I felt. I was like, no wonder I was like, I got that problem now. Anyway, so guys, for this portion, we're just going to be just talking about certain things that we've seen or heard in the last few weeks that we want to get you all's opinion on and talk about that as well. So I know that first things first, we saw the Johnny Manziel documentary a few weeks ago, right?
I enjoyed it.
And Shiro doesn't remember the Johnny football era, Johnny football craze.
Not really.
No. But I definitely remember maybe 75 to 80% of it, right? And so we were talking about it, and, this is back before the NIL deal thing went in. For those that don't know, NIL is name, image, and likeness. Basically, football players can go to universities and get paid pretty much to go there now. So guys that are going to college now with scholarships are getting, like, Lamborghini endorsements, like $2-3 million. And the thing is, it's pretty unregulated. But for the Johnny Manziel era, they were just saying how he was pretty much going all over the country getting paid. And what was the trick that he did with his grandpa?
Oh, he cleaned his money through his grandpa. He was like, "Grandpa, if I give you cash, can you write me a check?"
Yeah. So what happened is basically, he pretty much learned how to clean his money. And he never really got in trouble for the money thing.
No, because they couldn't prove directly that
it
was outside of him just signing things.
Right. And so, we were basically I was telling her, like, hey, look, that new stadium that Texas A&M has, a lot of the money people made, the guy that used to coach the Arizona Cardinals, they all did it. But this guy wasn't really getting paid or wasn't being paid what he should have.
Mm-hmm.
So, we had kind of a discussion about it because we were talking about the NIL deal structure. And what was your position on kids getting paid in college?
So I agree that they should make money off of themselves because you look at it and everybody else except for them are making money. Granted, they have scholarships, but and are like their food and room are probably paid for. But at the same time, these people are making millions off of a kid. And so I definitely agree that they should reap the benefits of them being a great athlete. But I do think it should come with some stipulations slash regulations, which people aren't a fan of regulation, and I get that. But we have grown ass athletes who lose all of their money because they don't know how to manage it. And what do you think a kid is going to do? Just what Johnny Manziel did. He got on the planes. He went to Vegas. He was rolling with people because he had the money to roll with them. And now, like, they didn't tell us like what his financial situation was now, but I just think that you should get some of your money up front maybe, and then the rest of it goes into like a trust or something. So that way when you are done with college or you get injured, like you have a safety net. Because as a kid, you're going to make stupid decisions. That's why you can't drink until you're 21 and, all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay. So my thing was, I don't think it was dishonest at all. I mean, it was a smart thing. I told
you
her.
You mean him?
What he did with the money. Yeah, I thought it was smart because everyone was trying to compare a situation to Reggie Bush.
Oh, yeah. I don't disagree with what he did.
Oh, no. I was going
okay. Sorry.
What Christopher Miller was saying. So I said that it was very smart because Reggie Bush had to give his Heisman back because basically when, again, this is under the same rules that were in effect, he actually went to USC, University of Southern California, and they actually bought his family a house, which to me was a dumb thing because it was a tangible asset. You could trace it back and say, hey, look, based on the financials, your family doesn't make the amount of money that it would require for a $350,000 house in SoCal. And so like, we could tie the money back to you directly. And so you need to give the Heisman back. Johnny just took everything in cash and then gave it to his grandfather. He wrote him a check, cleaned the money.
And he also sold things. It was his signature.
Right.
So.
Right. And so,
and they couldn't prove that he was actually selling it.
I mean, child stars is different because by the time that you're eligible to play football, you technically are 18 and an adult. So for me, my thing was you should be completely unregulated to begin with. Because, if you got boosters, reach in them booster pockets, pull out this cash so I can go to your university. Now, the weird thing about an NIL deal is like it's contingent upon basically you being in college and like that's it. There isn't anything that says like, hey, I got to throw so many touchdowns to interceptions, so many first downs. We got to reach this bowl. That no, it's like it's straight cash, homie. So for me, I said, well, if you're going to give me the money to do this, then I have no one really to answer to. I have the boosters, but it's like, well, it's based on wins. And so if it's like football, I mean, it takes like 11 people doing the right thing to actually, make it. But
yeah, but they're still getting the deal before they even actually make it. My point is you have all this money and a lot of kids that age are just going to go blow it on having fun and bringing all their friends along and stuff like that.
Sometimes.
And I get it's a hard lesson learned, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, it's kind of like you don't know what you don't know. And kids don't know what to do with that large amount of cash.
I don't know.
And it gives them easier access to bad situations.
Yeah, man went on benders, y'all. I would say that, maybe if you told me there was a symposium for people that had NIL deals.
Even if they had to take like money management courses or something out of the gate. I don't know. I think in some way it's great that they're getting this money. I'm not going to knock them for it. I just think.
Yeah, well, the thing is like on top
there
of that,
needs to be resources for them to manage that. And so I will say this. It also doesn't just come with money. It comes with like the fame, the spotlight, the, stuff like that, which is way different than what it was before these NIL.
I mean, it was just the fact that, if you're an adult and you need money now, Like, hey, I'm the only one in college taking care of 4 or 5 people. I need the money now. It needs to go back. Now you can divvy up whatever percentage you want to decide on how much is going to go back, but I want my money. Kids were taking out expensive life insurance and injury insurance policies, like $7-8 million insurances policies on their knees, because like, yo, this is all I have.
But that's a smart thing to do. That's what I'm getting at.
But that someone has to pay for that policy, though.
Wait, you said that the kids are getting the money; they're paying for the policy.
No, that was before.
You're going like in 10 different directions with this. So be succinct.
Back in the day, kid, you had to have a policy out on yourself in case you got hurt. So people were saying, if I get hurt and I don't make it to the NFL, I'm gonna get $7 million.
Gotcha.
Someone has to pay for that policy.
Who's someone? Who was paying for that?
We don't know. Either the parents or the university's paying for it. But it doesn't change the fact that, hey, well,
I've never heard of this before.
I know you're not as plugged in as me, babe.
Fuck. Do not do that.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna give me the money, give me the whole thing. If I'm an adult, if I can make my own decisions, if I can sign to take on debt, if I can sign to go to the armed services and potentially lose my life at the age of 18, why can't I sign a deal worth millions of dollars? Child Star is a little bit different because you're literally
but
a
no
minor.
one's saying they can't sign a deal with millions of dollars.
But
they need the resources to be able to manage that type of money and that type of lifestyle. That is what I'm saying.
But we have people that are doing that without that have that kind of money, though.
Exception to the rule, honey.
But there are a lot of them, though.
No.
So,
what are you talking about?
all I'm saying is, why do you think that you're saying that everyone, you should have like, hey, you need to learn how to manage this, manage that? I was like, well, what if I already know? Why? If I know.
Honey.
If I know what
If
money
you
is,
can tell me like the percentage of kids that got that amount of money that stayed successful
you can look it
versus like
Yes.
not. You have way too many people who have gotten their money stolen from them, who wasted all their money. Like it just.
I say that because everything's deregulated, that should be up to you. Like, you're given a gift, like what you do with it, like money included, is up to you. That's what I'm saying. Overall, if you think you need money management, go see a financial planner. Now, if you want to say that you should put those in high schools for everybody, I agree with that. So you know how to manage money before you graduate. So you don't say, hey, I'm actually going to go in debt when I could probably get a scholarship. That's
part
different.
of all this is why our society is the way it is, because kids are just chasing that money and think that it's all glitter and stars once they get it, and it's not. I don't think we are preparing our youth for things like that.
Perhaps, and that's parenting, that's mentorship. But I'm saying
why are we keep talking about this? I gave my opinion, you gave yours.
Yeah,
are we done here?
I'm just saying that because you can deregulate things. Like, well, hey, deregulation of I'm in favor of a lot of things being deregulated, because like, well, hey, that's true freedom. Is like you have the freedom to fuck this up, and it's on you. Like, that's the greatest thing you can have. Is like, it was my choice to be good with my money or to make bad decisions. So that's what I'm saying. For my reason, I'm saying NIL deal is a great thing. Everyone's complaining about it, coaches included, saying it's messing with sport, but
it is.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's creating a selfish teammate.
Hell yeah.
A very selfish teammate.
Why else am I here? I'm here because I was a 4 or 5 star recruit. I got recruited by 12 different schools, so I have something you want for services rendered.
Well, if I was a coach, I'd kick him off the team.
You would be fired within 2 years.
I don't care. I would kick him off the team.
Where are you trying to coach?
Honey, this is so dumb. Why are we arguing about this?
I'm not arguing with anything.
We are.
I'm not.
Yes. You don't care about my opinion. You have voiced yours. It's good. That's yours.
Yeah, I'm saying that you're saying that it's raising a society. I was like, well, if you want to say you want to cut that out, well, we'd have to do it. It would have to be that everyone would have to learn this. And I was like, well, if that's the case, you'd have to do it in school if you're not going to do it at home. Like, once you're out,
I wasn't prepared for this conversation.
Well, okay.
And I really don't want to have it with you. We've already had this multiple times, and you have an opinion. That's great. I have an opinion. That's great. Leave it at that. I don't give a shit. I don't have a kid who's doing this.
That's fine. When we do and they're a star, we'll harken back to this, okay? Okay, so we got bookmarks here. And let me see, the first thing I got on here is, I'll cut that one out. All right, so I'm gonna bring this up. It's on a loop a bit. 1 second here. I'm going to. Okay, hold on one. I'm actually gonna have to mute this so we don't get the copyright on here. And there we go. All right, here and here. All right, so I'm gonna ask for this. I'm gonna have Sure react to this. I scour the internets up in here, guys, to let you guys know what's going down in the internet streets. And Twitter is the best, worst place to find these things. Okay, guys. So, I'm gonna read y'all the caption on this one and have Sure react. Okay. This be the day after your gym bros ask you out and you decline and you thought y'all were still cool. This almost always happens. LOL. Like, bro, we can't lift together no more. Okay. So, lady in the orange tight pants is doing what I'm thinking are the tricep exercise, right? And apparently her gym bro is going to be walking by her, and we're going to see what happens here. Tries to reach out. Homie gives her the blind eye, or what I call a regular day in my life, okay? And lady is like, actual pain. Shira, my love. Thoughts on the reaction to this? What?
So he asked her out.
Yes.
She said no.
Yes.
And basically now he's giving her the cold shoulder.
Yes.
I mean, she don't feel awkward about it? He asked her out?
All we know
Why
is
would she
fallout.
want to keep working out with him if she knows that has certain feelings? Or, I mean, other way too. Like, hey, do you think you'd want to go out with me? I said, no, I'm just like being gym bros. Like, get over yourself and let's work out.
You talking about on him or on her?
Him. I think it can go both ways, right?
Yeah.
But she should also be sort of understanding, like, oh, he really kind of might have feelings for me, so I guess this ain't gonna work out for me. You know what I mean? Kind of selfish on her part to expect him to continue to just be her workout buddy if, you know, now it's on the table that she knows he wants to go out with her.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm out too. I'm like, I'd be all or nothing with that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if we're going to be friends, I'm never going to ask you out at the gym. That's
why. What do you mean?
like, if we're going to be friends, I'm not going to ask you out. Why would I do that? Like, I mean,
but what if after a couple months of being friends, you're like, oh man, I kind of like this girl. Then what do you do?
I'd be like, yeah, that's tough decisions to be made there.
Do you stop working out with her and then try to ask her out?
You have to ask her out, so if she says no, you can dead it then and there.
Okay.
Or you got to get another gym. As one of those two.
Okay. I guess I'm not like that. I mean, I've always been tried to be cool with people.
That's why you get out. You probably got asked out a lot, though. That's
no, I don't think
at
I
the
did.
gym. Yeah, you probably at the gym. You probably would.
I never worked out with anybody though. People didn't talk to me at the gym.
That's fair. You do lift pretty heavy. You kind of intimidate a lot of the men and the women.
And now the guys that do like say something there, they're kind of like, "Oh my god, I thought you were gonna need help."
No, I'm good. Okay. Actually, we're going to show you now the other side of this.
Okay.
This was. I need to see what you thought of this. It's a comedian that was at a show that did this.
Okay.
And this was trying to help out a homie. Okay. I'm gonna pause this and bring it up.
Okay.
Hopefully, there's no echo for the microphone and this being so close.
Do you want me to move it?
It's a little bit, yeah. Okay, guys. So, comedian is at a doing his thing at a comedy show, right? And you know how comedians do what they call, I think it's crowd work. Interact with the crowd, kind of get laughs from that, all right? I'm going to show y'all this and get y'all's thoughts on it. Here we go.
Hey, man? Is your best friend? You never well, how long are you going to keep leading him on like this? You paying this whole bill? Don't pay the whole bill. You split it as first. As first! Everybody say, if he pays for the bill, he's the what? They said it, not me. You want him? Yeah, you want fine, huh? Hey, sit next to her. Come sit next to her. Empty chair in here. Hey, if she's your best friend, she'll understand.
Like, go get her.
Sit down like the Oh! I love you, boy! That's how we do that shit! Hey, Miami, we love you! Enjoy your life, man. Were your best friends happy? You're not happy?
Dang, she pissed.
That face. Okay, Shiro, fair or foul?
So I think it's fair. You know, I have a lot of guy friends, and like, granted, some of them, you know, have like, oh no, I'll take care of the bill, but like, it's never like, if that were to happen, I'm like, oh, go get it, like, you know, cheering him on and stuff, because if I'm truly his friend, then I want him to, you know, have fun, and I would be laughing, you know. Now, if that wasn't my friend, I'd be like, oh, hell no, sit your ass down.
I'm not gonna laugh. First of all, something like that is hilarious. And Exhibitor would know. I used to be that guy that was sitting at that table paying the whole bill for just friends. And the thing is, like, they wouldn't say just friends until it was in public. And it was like, oh, no, he's just my friend. Like, bitch, I'm right here.
I'm right here.
Oh, I guess you got half the bill at TGI Fridays then. Huh.
Well, it's true. Yeah, he wasn't wrong about that either.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, you know, some people will find out that they can lead a person on. And once you get to a certain level of attractiveness, you kind of know how it feels. That you
and
can.
he looked pretty attractive. So, I don't know.
And my man was going through it. He should thank that comedian. That man saved his
said,
life.
you know what? You're right. I'm going to move.
Oh, yeah. Exhibitor knows all about my shame back in the day. It was awful. I hate it. It was gross. Now, honey, I'm going to have you close your eyes for this because I got to set this up. And when I click on it, it's going to show me actually what it is you're watching here.
Okay.
So don't look yet. Hold on. I don't have it yet. Let me bring it up. Here we go. Y'all give me a second until I pull this up. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all something about a couple that is actually planning on getting married. Okay. Right. It's beautiful. It sounds so amazing. Okay. Damn it. I want to do this without making it so that y'all can see what's actually happening here. But
my eyes are closed. So what do you mean? Can I just look? Let me know when to look.
Okay. Now it's showing up. Okay. All right. I'm going to have y'all watch this and see what y'all think. Okay. Check us out.
Do I look?
Yes, go ahead. So this couple is in Australia getting married, right?
Okay.
They're into the what's yours is mine and what's mine is ours for everybody kind of lifestyle.
Like socialist?
No, honey, like, hey, let's put our keys in a bowl. Whoever pull out the key, you sleep with that person.
Oh.
I won't say the word. I don't know how it's going to hurt YouTube, but they're in the last lifestyle, right?
Okay, it says we're having a swingers party at our wedding.
Check it out. Yes, check us out.
Okay.
So a man is saying happily.
Basically have a swings party afterwards because a lot of our friends are going to be, who will attend, will generally be swingers.
The vanilla friends can go home and pass out and the kinky ones will keep on playing. I'm going to be picking out the lingerie that I'm going to be wearing for our wedding night, which obviously is also going to be a massive swingers party. I've had this robe longer than I've had Will, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so my love, honey. So I gotta ask this: we ain't doing that shit. However, let's say we know these people and we get an invite to this wedding. Would you go?
Yeah. Yes.
I swear I would too. Hell yeah.
I need to see what's gonna happen. I just okay. On your wedding day, it's such a long production typically that like. You're so tired by the end of it. I want to see who's going to have the energy to fucking do a swingers party.
I just want to see. The thing is, they're in a small town that's in Australia.
So just the whole town's fucking each other.
Well, that's the thing. Is like they had it. So they were like, we were together. We met on Tinder. Then after a year, we were like, let's open things up. So people that we were opening up to were like, do y'all have an OnlyFans? Like, no. We're like, why don't you? Like, well, we're exhibitionists. We like doing stuff for like people watching. So we should have OnlyFans. So they met a lot of people through OnlyFans on top of that. And they're swinging. And, you know, they're about the sharing is caring lifestyle. So they're like, hey, because our people are already in that lifestyle anyway, let's have a party like that on the wedding. So I'm like, people in a small town found out about it and they have a lot of judgments about it. But
okay.
But I'm like, if I get an invite, I'm nosy. I want to go.
Yeah, I'm nosy too. But I will say, like, it's definitely kind of tacky having a swingers party on your wedding day.
Fair point.
Like, that day is for you to just
that's fair.
Bond and
what are them vows gonna be like? What kind of vows are these?
I'm not trying to think of it. Like, I love you as long as I can watch you fucking somebody. Like,
I promise to share and care as long as I live.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand how it would work. But
I don't either.
They seem very excited about it.
They are. I'm just saying, if I get the invite, I'm gonna go. I'm nosy as fuck. I'm be like, hey, yo, tell me what happened. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you everything that happened. All right, when the party starts, I'm gonna leave.
And how would people dress? You know what I mean? It's a swingers party, so like once it's reception time, do people just take their clothes off?
I don't know, and that's why I'm like, I'd want to know how that's supposed to happen. Like, is it an OnlyFans live stream for the wedding?
Oh,
see what I'm saying? Like, yo, for $550 gets you to like the nuptials, and then like an extra $750 get you the nuptials. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do I pay? Does my monthly pay get me access to it, or do I got to pay extra for like exclusive content for that?
Well, I mean, to Dr. Dane's question, I mean, part of like that swinger world is watching, so you could potentially just say you're a watcher.
Like you gotta put your keys in the. Ooh, that was where I stopped.
Yeah,
I'd have been like,
no,
I walked here.
I walked here. I don't have no keys.
I leave all my doors unlocked.
I Ubered here.
I'm sorry, my bad. I left them at home. I gotta call Uber.
Oh my gosh.
That would be me at that point. Damn, Dr. Danes, I didn't think about that. Now she said, I was like, man, that messed me up. I'll trip me up right there. Keys.
I know, but during the like wedding, you'd be looking around trying to figure out who the swinger was.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, you gotta wear? Do you wear a pin? Do you gotta put your keys in your bowl when you get there? Like, do you have to do a jump check? Because if your keys jingle, you can't go. You're not in that life. I don't know. But the thing is, being invited, I would. That's why I had so many questions. I would go I'd be the documentarian. Would take like an intake form and a review at the end of it, what we were expecting, what happened. Okay?
Yeah, I wonder how big their wedding is.
And that's the thing. If you tell me it's a stoplight wedding party, like, hey, red means you take it and you're only here, like stoplight, red, green, yellow, yellow, green.
Oh.
If you wear red in any capacity, like your suit is black and then, you got a red rose, hey, I'm taking, I'm really here for the wedding. I'm really good friends with these nasty people. Yellow, hey, I might not. If I see what I like, I might stop by. You can talk to me. Green is like, yo, we're good to go. Like, this wedding can't end soon enough. I'm ready to put my keys in the bowl right now.
You should just go plan their wedding for them, honey.
I should. But then, yeah. I don't know. But then I'll walk into a room one day and there's a whole bunch of bodies and moaning. I was like, wow, this is not what I expected. Like, come on in, the water's wet. Stop. That's not, I wasn't water. No, I'm out.
That's great.
Exactly. We saw the boys episode. The hero
gasm. Oh, yeah.
Nope. You want to walk in on that? You know how traumatized I'd be for a month? No. Yeah. Thank you, Exhibitor. I tell Shiro all the time that is my top 3 fear is going to somebody's house and an upside down pineapple is there. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta leave. No,
I have never seen anyone have an upside down pineapple.
Because I went through painstaking searches and results to make sure we don't live anywhere in the area. Okay. If you don't know, if you have a Reddit account, all right, you can type up either Gone Wild or Swingers and type in where you live. Guaranteed there is a subreddit for your area, okay? I make sure and I double check, okay? Just to make sure, like, okay. You have a tattoo on your shoulder of a flame, right? We do. We'd love to have you for dinner. No, that's not. No, I'm on a hunger strike. I don't know. That's not for me. So that's why I want to double check that with you, because I was like, I'm nosy as hell. I want to go in and see. I didn't know how you would feel about it, but we're both nosy, right?
We're both nosy. We'd want to know, but I feel like there would be a point where like, oh shit.
Yeah,
we need to back away here. How do we get out of this?
My allergies.
Oh,
You can't
good
want
for
to do it with a
something.
guy that's. I'd love to take you out right now. I'm gonna do stuff unimaginable to you right now. As soon as I take my medicine, you know, nigga, what hit you? I got that Claritin D for you. It's in a black pill.
Please.
See, she knows how I actually sound. It's pretty bad. Nosferatu, dude. All right, Girls Gone Wild commercials were worse, staying up until 2 a.m. Once had tropical music, but it gave you life. Bro, I actually went to one of those in Oklahoma. It was not what they advertised it to be.
Really?
It was the biggest letdown ever. Yes.
So there weren't just girls like
It was two. It
flashing
was
everybody?
two of them. It was two of them in this weird ass makeshift booth. The club was empty, so the fun they were having was up to themselves. Like I'm like, the videos you see and the way it looks behind the camera completely different. I was like, oh, yeah, this is kind of
They tricked you.
yeah, because we were like the bus was there. That big pink bus with Girls Gone Wild on it was out there. Like, yeah, we're going, yo.
And the club was empty?
The club was empty, but it was Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
It was Oklahoma. So I was like,
all the
the
Christian
biggest...
kids were like, I don't want to go to hell.
they saw, that's because they saw Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames too, honey. Yeah, I had the spring break. That's what it was. Maybe we hit it up off season. That's probably what it was. We didn't hit it off peak.
Oh my
God. That's probably what happened. Okay. Last thing we'll react to. I'm actually gonna have you guys react to this. I swear to God, I didn't make this. I'm letting y'all know right now. It ain't an edit. It's a real thing. I'm not making fun of the people that are in it. I'm just making fun of. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just mad that someone suggested this as a show on a prominent streaming network, and someone said okay about this. Okay, this is a real show. It's pretty much in the top in its category. I'm about to show y'all right now this distasteful show that if I laugh, it's not because I'm laughing at them. I'm laughing at who greenlit it. Okay, all right, I swear, I'm letting y'all know that right now. This right here, Down for Love. As you can see, they have an affliction. Okay, of the 21 chromosomes variety. And now I told Shira, I said, who green lit this for these people? Okay. I remember that there was someone said there was a brownie shop in, I think it was South Africa a few years ago, right? It was called, it was about people that worked that specifically had trisomy 21 or Down syndrome, right? The place was actually called Downs and Browns. Okay. That's cute. That's fun.
Why is that cute and fun?
Because it's people that it's by us for us type of thing.
Okay.
Downs and Browns.
But that's the same for this.
Down for love. No.
I'm not laughing. You make me laugh about this. And I love the show Love on the Spectrum. And now they have this show. And I am rooting for these people so hard.
I'm just saying, y'all, thank y'all for laughing with me. I felt so bad laughing. This is terrible.
But what else would they have called it, though?
You could have called it anything but this.
Well, no, you
okay.
couldn't have,
You
because you have Love on the Spectrum.
That's
so
different.
That lets you know the show is about people on the spectrum finding love, and this is people specifically with Down syndrome finding love.
You could have said Love at 21. That'd have been enough. You'd been like, okay, are they 21 years? Oh, trisomy 20. You would raise some awareness that trisomy 21 is Down syndrome. You know, because when I was Dr. Danes is in the same field that I am. That's how we met in school. And she introduced me to my homie, one of my best friends, Exhibitor. Okay. But, you know, before I got in, I had to shadow at a children's hospital for the freshman that I'm in. He was like, yo, they call him it like either a tri-21 baby, or, you know, they don't really say that. They don't really say Down syndrome. So I'm like, I thought everyone was saying trisomy 21 or a tri-baby, tri-21. So, you know, for me, I'm thinking you could have called this Love at 21, you know, 21 Love. I thought it was trisomy 23. I think some of them are a form of trisomy 23. I could be like 23 and we. You know,
it doesn't hit the same as Down for Love.
And that's terrible. It's like, Christopher Bill, stop laughing, man. I'm saying this. I'm mad that I was laughing because people were like, are you laughing at them? No, I'm not laughing at them. I'm just saying someone in their right mind that probably doesn't have this, if y'all tell me that someone that has this called it Down for Love, I'll back off of it. Okay, I'm assuming an executive was trying to name the show and he was saying Down for Love, and someone else was like,
well, yeah,
"That's a
because
good
there's
idea."
like so have you ever seen that movie with Freddie? Is it Freddie? Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. and I think Julia Stiles called Down to You. It's not about Down syndrome people,
now I'm
but
confused.
like it's sort of like, you know.
I saw Down to You a long time ago.
Yeah. Also one of my favorite movies.
That's your rom-com?
I like that movie a lot.
Is it because you like Julia Stiles or Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No, I just like the movie in general.
I
don't particularly like Julia Stiles, but she's in all the
at that point
the movies back
then. What was Down to You about, though?
Like they were college kids that sort of fell in love, and then it was like the perfect relationship. Then she surprise gets pregnant and freaks out, and they sort of like go their separate ways, and she writes a book or draws the art for the book, something like that. Anyways.
I'll check it out. All right. Anyway, but
I don't know. I mean, I'm totally
going
to watch this show. I'm rooting for them so hard.
I'm just, I'm going to have such a hard time with this. Just for all the things you can say you're down for, it's just like, hey, you call someone down for love. It's an insult.
Because they want love.
All I said is
so they're down for it.
See what you did? That right there. That right there. Thank you. That right there is why I have a problem. I'm down for it.
So do you feel like the name is sort of like picking at them?
I do.
Okay.
I do. It's like, well, hey,
So, okay, hold on. Serious question.
What?
If you were invited.
What?
If you were invited on what's that Blind for Love?
Love is Blind?
Love is Blind show, would you be offended?
Yes.
Why?
My love is blind, but I can smell, damn it. I can still hear up in this bitch. That's all that I am to you?
You know what? I'm kind of like disappointed now.
Why?
Love is Blind is not about blind people finding love.
Well, okay, if you can't call it Love is Blind, what you gonna say? Seeking someone?
No, because y'all can't see nothing.
You see the problems you have now?
What about
What?
Braille love.
Why would you do that? Why? You're worse than I am. You are worse than I am. Okay, this is awful. And again, I'm parts of the, the hearing impaired and vision impaired communities. All I'm saying is, you could have thought of something. If you have a dating show for amputees, you call it Pieces of Me.
Oh yeah.
You get
Pieces of Me.
Yeah, you pull up what's her name? Jessica Simpson's little sister, Ashley Simpson. Have her sing that song. It has a new meaning now. I love how you can tell what was the song? You can tell pick up Pieces of Me. Well, yeah, somebody missing a hand, someone missing a foot. How y'all gonna do a high five? That's better.
Or Love Me to Pieces. That was a good one.
Yeah, Christopher. It's not literal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All I'm saying is the problem I'm having hearing love. Okay.
Hearing love.
Thank you, Acceptor. That's
silent love. If you can't hear. Could call it silent nights because you wouldn't hear each other either when you're having sex.
Well, yeah. So people who don't have DS don't know exactly. So all I'm saying now, I've seen the preview, and people that are in it seem certainly hopeful. Okay, I'm rooting for this couple that's on here. All right. All I'm saying is, to make a whole thing about just that bothers me. Love on the Spectrum is different
because it's everybody.
It's a lot.
Of, yeah.
This is very specific, and you're saying, well, hey, maybe you should date someone that has the same problem that you have. You're both down for love. I mean.
Well, okay, so speaking of that, were you ever pressured to date someone who had similar ailments as you?
I hated that.
Yeah. Because,
really we want to recreate the odds that our kids going to have the same fucking problem? And kids are cruel.
Okay.
You want to have your kids you want to have kids having friends like...
What is that?
That's like I say. That's a joke about how Henry, like why Helen Keller doesn't have any friends. You ever heard that joke?
No.
The joke was, why doesn't Helen Keller have any friends? I don't know. Well, could you make friends if you ran up on everyone like? Because you can't hear or see. That's the joke. So, like, you want me to be with someone and double up the odds of that? You know, I want my kid to pass his newborn hearing screening.
Oh my
God. I want a kid for when you put 5 fingers up.
Yeah, but you've been dumped by somebody who's had like serious.
Why would you? She had multiple sclerosis, if you must know. And apparently, it was a problem that I had hearing loss. I'm the asshole because I have hearing loss. Okay. Yo, you down for love? Sure. Exactly. That's all I'm saying is you down for love. I mean, now if that's an app, that works. If it's an app, that works.
Okay.
If it's an app,
but it can't be the TV show.
It can't be a show because, like, what was the show that you said that you want to watch? Guys that were slim that like women that were overweight. What was that called? Say what they call it.
Big Love, or
you said it was called Hot
and Heavy, or I'm too big. I know she's fucking hot. Yeah, what was it called? Okay.
So there was a show about women that were overweight and the men that loved them. And the thing is, most of the men that were on the show weren't overweight. In fact, most of these guys were by general, by general, you know, just looking at them, you're like, oh, they're objectively very attractive, the men, but they like women that are overweight.
Apparently, I need to be more specific. There's a plus size dating app.
Oh yes,
I didn't know that. Okay.
Would you have gone on it?
I never thought to look for that one, but I was also more fit. I mean, I've never been like tiny, but I was more fit. I don't know. I never thought about going on. No, I never thought about going on an app specifically for like people looking for a plus size because
you only fetishize?
Yeah, I found it very weird at times when I would go on a date and a guy felt the need to tell me, oh, I'm into big girls. Well, you're on a fucking date with me. Like, so.
Had the same problem I have. I'm into black dudes. Like, okay, well, I mean.
Like, I just found it very weird. And I also found that some guys felt they could treat you poorly because they thought you had, low self-esteem, maybe. So a minus size any app.
There probably is. Anorexics, but probably is. Like, you know, we need big love. Is probably what that would call that. Thank you guys so much for sticking in there, guys. We're 62% saying I should have a flamethrower. I'm pretty confident Shira's gonna dead that. And if I want to still live in this house, I have to buy it in secret like a real man. Okay.
Yeah, what is this called? Sorry.
Christopher Miller, hey man, thank you so much for joining. Comments were awesome. Thank you, sir. Until the next time. He says he got to go. Dinner's ready. Thank you again for joining us, sir. But I think it was called Hot and...
this is Heavy, it, right? But I don't remember the name of it. It doesn't look like they're... Oh, yeah, Hot and Heavy.
The show was Hot and Heavy. So all I'm saying, you know, like, that only got one season, you know.
Yeah, I don't even think they finished, actually. Because I was watching it. It was interesting to watch.
That's all, you know. Again, peace out, y'all. Don't down your low syndrome. Oh God, awesome, man. Thank you, honey. That's pretty much all that I've got for today. Anything that you wanted to put out at this point, or say, or get ready for?
No. When's the first Friday of September? You know, we got the Women's Truly Perspectives.
Not this week, but the week after. So I think it's September 1st, I believe.
1st, yeah. So we have that. Things got a little heated today, but it's because we've had this conversation multiple times about the NIL thing.
I like pushing the buttons, y'all.
And he goes at it, and I'm just like, this isn't that big of a deal to me.
I know.
Like, I offered an opinion. I don't think it's the end all be all, and
I know.
You keep.
I like seeing you get. I like you get seeing you get passionate even in your defense. Okay. All right, guys, I'm putting in my merch store link again for you guys that are interested. For those that missed it, I've got a merch store where I can sell my merch my left E.G.O.s shirt. We've got mugs as well. We've also got hoodies, women's t-shirts, and a tumbler as well, and some stickers. So if you're interested in that.
Oh, shoot. Miss Sassy said
Oh.
we pushed it to the next week because of the holiday. No, I didn't remember that because I have been studying. I apologize. After the 25th, I'll be able to catch up and participate in life.
Okay. So I think that's like around September 8th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, that's fantastic. I appreciate it. We're going to be working on the Ordinary Gains side of the merch store as well, so we'll be good to go there. Nosferatu football team should set up a charity that gives presents to children with Down syndrome. We call it
Too much.
Nosferatu, thank you, sir, for joining.
Should not do that.
You
absolutely should not do that.
You'd have every child trafficking site on you.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. And that's the problem I have when you make the syndrome in the name of what you're trying to do, the organization. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny. I joined the forum for people with Down syndrome. The comments were
Cannot.
I'm not bringing you up no more, Nosferatu. Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Good.
Nosferatu,
Good.
thank you for joining and liking the comments. You're ridiculous, sir. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be on next 2 weeks. Anything y'all want us to react to that y'all think is hilarious, want to get our thoughts on. I'm also gonna drop my email in here because that was one thing that we did where I guess we would talk about stuff that I would find online, but you know, I'll only look at so many things and I can't remember everything that's on there. So if there's anything you guys want us to react to for our show or anything you want to get our thoughts and opinions on or want us to look into, send me an email, and I think we'll probably have to make an Ordinary Gains email at this point now, right?
We do.
Email.
We definitely do. And we'll once we do. Because I'm not able to participate a lot in finding things or looking at things right now just because of my schedule. So it's all on the brains here.
Brains want a flamethrower. That's all. Flamethrower. Why can't you? I just want to be, acknowledge my intelligence with a flamethrower.
Oh, that's a ding on your intelligence, but
it is. It really is. It's everyone knows us. Einstein, flamethrower. Tesla, flamethrower. Elon Musk, all the greatest men in society have flamethrowers. Yes.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Show me.
No,
it's
in the hidden history books. You don't have access to.
Okay, what's the 19 project? What is it? It's like that hidden.
Yes, everyone's in the club knows this, and they said I can't get in the club until I get a flamethrower. So if you don't want me knowing the hidden history of everything, you shouldn't get me a flamethrower.
Sounds like a hooded organization.
Damn it!
You are trying to join. I feel like it's not in your best interest.
Well, let me have it anyway, guys. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Another episode of Ordinary Games. We'll be back with episode 19. At this point, are you okay with doing this the Sunday before Labor Day? That's what we're looking at, I think, at that point. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That was a long yes, yo.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Okay with it.
Okay.
Because the Cowboys play that Sunday night. Guys, gentlemen, if you love your football, remember the NCAA NFL season. The NCAA season kicks off this next coming Saturday, and the Sunday or the Thursday after that. Are you ready for some football? I am. I'll be clad in my jersey and my Cowboy pride. I can't wait to get into it and go back and forth with a man's cannoli about our season predictions at some point, either in the midweek of the middle of the season or even before. So, sir, let me know what your schedule is like. We'll chop it up about our NFL teams. And we are both, Cannoli and I are apologizing to Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch and you, because y'all thought the TV was hogged before the season started. You're not going to get any screen time when the game's on. Anyway, guys, of course, Of course, there has to be a play there. You know, if you want to come in and talk your trash with your birds, okay, because you have Jalen Hurts and we went to the Super Bowl yesterday. This man has a framed picture of the Philly special, okay, in his house, okay. If y'all want to know the dedication of people that love the Eagles that much, that's them, okay. And I have to go against that with my Cowboys. All I have to say is go Cowboys. I hope your birds get thrashed by us both times we play. I hope you guys reach the playoffs and we stand in your way and we thrash you again. Okay?
He hopes you break a wing.
Yes, actually, I do. I do. I do. I really do. You know what? Tired of saying otherwise. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Shiro and the E.G.O. Guys, we are out. See you guys later.